Hello and welcome. I'm your Global Mobis News MC, Stefan.
And I'm your Global Mobis News MC, Karijn.
Karijn, it's been a while. How was your Solal?
Well, I learned a bit about Korean traditions at Solar, like eating rice cake soup and sebe, or the traditional way of bowing to your elders at Solar. How did you spend your Solar, Stefan?
Well, it was pretty much the same for me. I had the rice cake soup and I did sebe also. It took a little while for me to get the hang of the posture for sebe, but I did get there eventually. You know, I really love learning about all these Korean customs that express respect for one another.
Me too. By the way, do you know why Solar falls in February?
I know it has something to do with the lunar calendar, which is the moon cycle. So the new year really falls on February 10th, not January 1st.
So I guess then Solar is slightly different each year. My math is not a strength, but do you know how they calculate it?
Yeah, well, of course, but let's just Google it anyway, just for the sake of time.
Why, yes, of course. Google. Forgot about the handy little thing.
Right. Now, I'm really feeling in tune with Korean culture today, now that we've covered the whole ins and outs of Solal.
Yes, definitely. And just as a footnote, I'm perfectly fluent in Korean. 올 한 해 무탈하시고 새해 복도 많이 받으세요.
Wow. I guess we've been holding back, right? Mm-hmm. Well, 여러분, 새해 복 많이 받으세요. And have a happy new year, everybody.
Amazing. What kind of news do we have waiting for us today? Wow, look at all of the news.
Yeah, I know. Should we get started?
Yeah.
So recently, Mobis was successful in capturing the Polish grey market, ceasing the illegal distribution of Mobis parts.
So Mobis helped block illegal activity? And what exactly is the grey market?
So the grey market, like the color, indicates something in between black and white. It refers to illegal product sales that aren't going through regular distribution channels. There are products being distributed without permission, and counterfeit goods are being illegally traded too.
Oh, I would assume activities like these would really disrupt the market.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. I mean, Mobis distributes more than 2 million after-sales parts to Hyundai and Kia.
Whoa, yeah, that's a huge scale. The grey market is definitely going to disrupt Mobis' growth.
Exactly. So that's why we've got to get the grey market under control by identifying and filing lawsuits for false goods among Mobis' AS parts. Let's hear the details directly from the people in charge. Hi, Sabrina and Tim. Thank you so much for joining us today. Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hello. Yeah, my name is Sabrina Goldbach. I'm responsible for brand protection here at Mobis, Frankfurt in Germany. Brand protection is a very dynamic field where you always have to be ready for action, never knowing what challenges and opportunities each day will bring.
Hi, my name is Tim Gottschalk. I'm also part of the Mobis Frankfurt Brand Protection Team. I'm with Mobis now also for over 5 years now. Sabrina and myself want always to be on top of things like new trends, new regulations and new potential countermeasures to fight the illegal trade and to protect our end consumers and our markets in the most efficient way.
Wow, brand protection team, that sounds so interesting and really important. Could you please tell us a bit more about the activities of your team?
Yeah, imagine the brand protection team as the guardians of the business world, battling against the dark forces of counterfeits and grey market trade. We operate on multiple fronts. We closely collaborate with customs and enforcement agencies. We investigate at motor shows, and we keep an eye on social media and e-commerce platforms.
Wow, that does sound exciting. I love the part about all the detective work that you guys do. So, counterfeit parts. Could you tell us a little bit more about exactly what does that mean and how does that industry operate?
Counterfeit goods are fake genuine parts to deceive the end consumers. Often third parties want to use the good reputation of the companies to maximize their profits. Parallel import trade are genuine parts which have been distributed and sold outside the distribution channels without the consent of the trademark holder. This is often driven by the intention to have price differences in different countries. Luckily in Europe we have a good legal framework where we can take proper countermeasures against those infringing products.
I think I'm finally understanding a little bit more about how important brand protection is for the customer's safety.
Definitely,
Right?
customer comes first, right?
Yeah. And what might be some negative consequences of counterfeit parts? How can it affect real consumers? Please give me your opinion.
Imagine sitting in the car and you're unable to stop due to counterfeit brakes. Or you have an accident and your airbag will not deploy. Those accidents with counterfeit parts can harm end consumers or even kill them. Brand protection serves as, first of all, to protect our end consumers, to keep our good brand reputation, and to protect our revenue.
We'd also really love to know if there are any recent achievements from you that you'd like to share.
Yeah, last year we identified a seller on eBay selling suspected grey market goods. Conducting a test purchase and utilizing Mobis HQ's newly developed anti-counterfeiting technology, we confirmed the product as counterfeit. Yeah, and this case shows that Mobis cannot exclude the risk that grey marketing might be used as a pretext to sell counterfeit parts.
Well, you guys seem like our guardian angels, right?
Definitely. Certainly sounds like you guys know how to catch a bad guy. So before you guys go, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Yes, brand protection is a constant cat and mouse game. It's a constant battle to stay ahead and to protect our brands from these illegal activities. Yeah, and to wrap it up, the Mobis brand protection teams all over the world are the guardians of Mobis' reputation and the shield of the company's growth.
Well, thank you so much for coming here and being with us today.
We really wish you the best for your team and we really, really hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mobis has developed Human-Centric Interior Lighting, a technology specialized for the future mobility market. This interactive system is responsive to driver needs, identifying the user's biological rhythm and environmental context, and even displaying colors, brightness, and patterns accordingly.
Ooh, wow. And how exactly is it interactive?
Well, for example, it can detect the driver's blinking, heart rate, and other behaviors to analyze stress levels. High stress levels would result in red lighting, and normal levels would result in green.
Ah, I see. So the lights respond to how you're feeling. So you could potentially lower your stress rate by recognizing your stress levels when the light is red.
Yes, exactly. That's the interactive component.
Wow, I could really use one of these in my dating life, right? Sometimes it's so hard to know what people are thinking. You know, they wouldn't happen to have an extra one that I could borrow, right? No?
Well, I'd love one too, if it's available. They also say that the system can support regulating your biological rhythm by responding to the time of the day or even the weather.
Really? How exactly do they do that?
Yeah, well, by raising or lowering the temperature of the color. They say that colors with lower temperatures give people a sense of stability, and colors with higher temperatures serve to energize.
Wow, capital H in human-centric, huh?
Yeah, they put a lot of attention on the driver's needs. And you know how there's a risk of colliding with a motorcycle when you exit the car? Well, the sensors identify blind spots and use lighting as a warning for this kind of accident. The system also uses color-coded lights to prevent car door scratches when you open it. There's even a UVC sterilizing light to maintain a sanitary environment in the car at set times when the car is empty.
You've told us a few scenarios, but how many patterns are available for the functions of this system in total?
Well, there are a total of 32 patterns catered to specific scenarios. The ones that I just shared are only a few of the highlights.
That's a pretty hefty number.
Yeah.
I think in the past we've seen just a few changes in lighting or mood lighting, but 32 patterns, how did that happen?
Well, I think the functions and objectives of interior lighting have to keep up with the fast-moving trends of future mobility. It's all meant to optimize user experience and satisfaction. And I think that Mobis already had the design capacities and electrification technology available because of their focus on integration of software and hardware.
Yeah, well, I hope this UX-centered tech will really help strengthen Mobis' place in the future mobility market. Now, for the first time ever, Mobis has hit over 10 trillion won in overseas orders. Last year, Mobis reached $9.22 billion or 12.2 trillion won in sales to North America and European automakers. This achievement exceeded the original target of $5.36 billion by 72%.
Wow, 10 trillion won. That's insane. What an amazing feat for Mobis.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Good job, guys.
And I would think that the battery system assembly sales to the German automaker makes up a big part of this figure, right?
It does. Selling electrification parts to this European automaker played a major role. They say that Mobis's battery system assembly is going to be featured on this brand's next generation electrified platform. And with this new production base nearby, Mobis will be able to supply parts to this brand with more stability.
Wow, I'm thinking this sale was also a result of a steady relationship with other automakers too.
Yeah. I think the consistent quality as well as consumer trust in the production base's operations has built up to this outstanding outcome.
And this year, I hear the goal for overseas order for core parts is set at $9.34 billion.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. Definitely in line with last year's strong outcomes too. You remember CES, right?
Of course, it's the world's largest IT conference that Mobis participated in.
So Mobis also got to actively target sales with global clients at CES 2024. They discussed their tactics in relation to electrification, chassis, and more in North America, Europe, and Japan. And they're hoping this will help secure and sustain new clients.
In other news, Mobion made a dashing appearance in CES 2024. Mobion is a concept vehicle based on an actual production car, and there was a documentary that unveiled the story of how it all came to be.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. How about we take a look?
Yeah.
마킹하고 하자고.
어깨 안 맞던데?
어차피 처음에는 우리가 정렬한다고 시작하니까
이거 마지막에 쇼케이스 시작 전에 뛰면 되잖아. 얘가 조금 왼쪽에 있어.
Wow.
이쪽으로 좀 빠지시고.
형님 뒤에 괜찮아요?
괜찮아요, 저기.
충분해.
감독님, 이거 도슨트가 처음에 진입할 때는 차 위에 있는 카메라로 잡아주시면 돼요.
어느 정도 맞다 싶으면 그냥 하는 거야.
이게 지금
Yeah,
준비 상태예요.
네,
This
알겠습니다.
must work really hard.
네, 리허설 준비됐습니다. 네.
Wow, I can really feel the intensity from here.
Yeah. I guess the documentary really shows the entire process from planning all the way to production. And I think people will definitely have a better appreciation for Mobion after watching.
Yeah. And where can they find this amazing documentary?
Why, on the Hyundai Mobis YouTube channel, of course. I actually did watch the whole film, and I really got a sense of how much hard work and dedication went into the making of Mobion.
Well, it just goes to show you that the Mobion demonstration was really just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more effort that went into preparing this concept.
Yeah, definitely could not have been possible without the work of the team. Should we give them a round of applause?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your hard work.
Well, it seems like we're not far off from showing off these future mobility capabilities on the road in the real world.
And just like the closing of the documentary, we're looking forward to Mobis' steps moving forward. Check out the film yourself.
Well, that is all for this month, and it's been another busy one. But as always, we'll be back next month with even more good news.
Yeah. Happy Lunar New Year, everyone.
Happy Lunar New Year!
Bye.
Bye!
Thank you for watching.
Bye!